welcome to the Golden Stories. Today I have here an amazing worshiper from Ghana, West Africa by the name Japhet Adjetey. So tell us a little bit about yourself in a quick summary. Just give us an idea who Japhet is.
Okay, so Japhet is a praise and worship leader, a songwriter, and an IT support specialist
Okay.
as well. Yeah, basically that's who
Basically,
Japhet
that's
is.
okay. You've been worshiping for quite some time now. So tell me how long you've been doing this for.
I've been active in the praise and worship ministry since 2007.
Okay.
So that would be about how many years now? 15?
13, 13 years?
15, 13. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Being out there, like outdoor ministry, outside the church, that started in 2013, 2013, so
2013.
7 years. Yeah.
Okay. So how did that start exactly? Let's say from 2013, where you were
Okay.
outdoored as a worshiper. So how did that happen?
Okay, so that started as when I decided to serve other ministers who were already out there. So it was Minister Kwesi Oting.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard of him.
Oh, I have.
The one who sang here, I win, and
Yeah.
it be God, it bless me. Yeah. So I was part of the God They Bless album,
Okay.
actually. Yeah. So I was so in love with his songs from his first album, and was some of his songs. But for your mercy, where will I be?
Okay. I love that one.
Yeah. So he was visiting my church from time to time. I was at Lighthouse Chapel, Sakumono. Yeah,
Okay. Oh, I'm
that's
from
correct.
Sacramento, by the way.
I see. Okay, so I lived there for a while. So yeah,
Okay.
he used to come around, and one Sunday he came and I was singing Okura and some administration. Yeah. So in preparation of his projects, the God the Bless album,
Mhm.
he wanted to add some people to his team.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was one of those people who joined his team for the album launch. So that was my first outdoor event, and it was wonderful.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah. So yeah, it started from there, and then the interest grew from there.
Okay.
And then I went on to I joined a radio show. It was the Most Wanted Voice on Sunny FM.
Okay.
So I joined, and then I became the first runner up.
Oh.
Yeah, everybody was actually expecting me to win
So when
because I was up on my game
oh.
from the beginning and everything. But what didn't make me win
Okay.
was the fact that the final performance, my guitar was distuned. Can you imagine? My guitar was distuned, and the judges who came for the finals also were not present from the beginning.
Okay.
So we're all like we seemed it was different for them. They didn't know how I have been so
Performing.
far. They did, yes, yeah, but it was fair. The one who actually won nailed it in the finals. It was called Emmanuel Seju.
Okay.
So I was first runner up, and through that, a lot of people noticed me, like Fifi Folson, Sunny FM,
Okay.
JJD, Positive Soul Food, Jennifer, DDM. They are all Sunny FM people. And then um, Overflow Inc., their president, David J. Loops. Yeah, he also came to Sunny FM from time to time, so he saw me there.
Okay.
So from there, um, around that time, I was in my final year in high school, St. Thomas Aquinas,
Oh.
and it was my turn to host our yearly Aquinas Grace event because I was in the senior year and I was the president of the SU choir. So, excuse me. So yeah, one of my friends who was into event planning and things, who knew some sound engineers and everything. I had to meet him up for some tips
Okay.
and some links to get some sound engineers to come and help us for the event.
Okay.
So we planned to meet somewhere, and at that same time, he was already in Overflow Inc.
Mm-hmm.
Incorporated, so he was going for rehearsals together with J Loops. So I met him to discuss everything. And then when I was leaving, I met J Loops, who was now coming to pick Naya up. He's called Naya. So, and then he said he stopped and was like, he knows me. He has seen me somewhere before. And I said, yeah, yeah. I met him at Sunny FM
Okay.
during the Most Wanted Voice competition. So yeah, yeah, yeah. If I'm not going home to do anything, I should just join them, and that they are going to have a rehearsal,
Okay.
and I would love it. I was like, okay. I was free at that moment too, so I decided to join them. So we went for rehearsal. It was fun. It was new to me because I've been at church singing, and I've not seen any non-denominational group do like that kind of powerful music and harmonies, rearrangements, and
Mhm.
everything. So it was so cool. So I decided to hop in the rehearsal and all that. And then I followed up. I followed them to the events they were rehearsing to,
Okay.
and that was Quaz on Groove, organized by Fifi Folsom and Madonna. And then from there, Jaloops asked me, do I want to join Overflow Inc? And I said, yeah, sure. I've been coming for a rehearsal, so definitely.
You might as
Why
well.
not? Yeah. So that is how I joined Overflow Incorporated. Yeah. Yeah. And before, during, and after, I've been having a quiet time, like a worship time, like individual worship time,
Okay.
where sometimes I sing, I just worship God with known songs, songs that I know and everything. And other times, new songs just pop up in my
Okay.
spirit and
Right.
I sing it and I record it and write it down. So one of the songs that I wrote down during those times was Majioi.
Mm,
It's a Ga
I love it.
title, yeah,
Yeah.
which means I will praise you.
I was actually gonna ask you what does that mean because I don't understand. But then somehow
Yeah,
I'm addicted to that song too. That song,
yeah,
and some others. So yeah, that's nice to know.
yeah. So I wrote that song. Sometimes I find it difficult to say I wrote that song, but
Oh,
I prefer saying I had that song because most of my lyrics I don't forge it or create
right.
it in my mind. It just comes into my spirit. So I had that song during one of my individual worship time. So and then I wrote it down. So one of the times that I visit J Loops in his studio, I just told him that, oh, I have a song. So let's just try it on the keyboard.
Okay.
Yeah, so he started playing, I started singing. Maje oyi, maje oyi,
Oh my
ye
God.
noni o fe ohani, ye heni o kemi she, maje oyi.
I
Yes,
love
and
it.
then he actually fell in love with the song as much as I was, and then he decided that, oh, let's record it as Overflow. And they say, yeah, cool, why not? But this part that says, "Mi kemi hefe ba habo yenoni ofe o hami." It was supposed to be an intro on the keyboard. So he decided to play an intro for me to start the song, and then he
Okay.
was playing. I was like, oh, that sounds good. Can we just put lyrics there to make it another melody? You get it? Yeah.
Okay.
And then that one I created it. So I decided to sing Make Me Hit and that song till today has been a blessing to a lot of people. I've been receiving messages on Facebook, Instagram about how the song is blessing people. And I'm grateful to God for it. And From there, I had a chance to serve back. Okay, from Kwesi Oten, I had a chance to back Joe Metal. I had a chance to back, you know Joe Metal, right?
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
so yeah, I backed Joe Metal even at the Ghana Music Awards. And then I have served with King's Kid. I got my Jesus on.
Okay.
He was like a big brother. We went on tours, high school, everywhere, churches. And I've served with Jay Shady. He's also an urban gospel artist.
Okay. In
And
Ghana.
then, yeah, in Ghana. You can check him out.
I'll check
And
him.
then I had a chance to back a whole lot of people. Like, I can't count them. I can actually say almost all the contemporary gospel artists in
Artists.
Ghana.
Okay.
From Kofi Kakari. You know Kofi Kakari? We bow down and
Oh
worship
yeah.
Yahweh. Yes.
Yeah.
Kofi Kakari and Pastor Isaiah and Diana Hamilton. I'm still with Diana Hamilton
Oh good.
right now. Yeah. I'm actually with PL Crew,
Okay.
which is a non-denominational band that plays for
Okay.
Diana Hamilton. Yes. I get a chance to back here with PL Crew. Yes, and that has been it. That has been the on the seven side
Right. Okay.
of my ministry. Yeah. And for the solo stream of my ministry, that started after I wrote the second song for Overflow,
Which one's
which is Bra.
Bra? Okay.
Bra no refrain.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, you wrote that song.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So at that time, I was actually I just came to a realization that I've written a whole lot of songs.
Right.
I had a book that I noted them down, and then I just do a solo record on my laptop and I keep it as a demo. So the Holy Spirit was just pushing me that I need to push these messages out through dreams. Like it was just almost like a burden. Do record this out, record this out. I had to select some of the songs, about 9 of the songs, and it was just hitting me. I had to record it. So I was like, I have no money to do this. And I'm comfortable. I'm in overflow and I'm getting to meet big people and sing with them, serve with them. So I'm okay. What is about solo ministry, you know? And actually, anybody I spoke to about this didn't really encourage me. It was like, wait, it is not time yet.
What?
And it is not time yet. Yeah, yeah. Like I don't know whether I was too young. Like
How old were you at that?
whether um that was 20. I'll say 2016. I'm 20. I'll be 28 in August next year.
Oh.
So I'll say. So how many years back?
It's about 24.
Yeah, it's 24.
Wow.
But the Holy Spirit was also strong with His word. Like, this is what I want you
know
to.
that.
And it was so strong. So it made me look like a disobedient child.
And there's this heavy guilt that comes with it. I know that.
Like
Strange guilt. It's ridiculous.
He's proud. It is not time. He's rushing. I'm like, no. I'm not for the cameras. I'm not even ready to go on TV for people to see me. But this is what the Holy Spirit said I should do. I want to record the song so that people will hear it and be blessed. That's all. It's not about fame. It's not about letting people know that me too, I am there or I can do this. but this is the direction, and this is what I want to do. But most of the people around me didn't understand it, so it made me lose friends. And yeah, so that was so that my offering album was what I was working on, like the project I was working.
Okay.
And finally, I was able to bring it out. That was 2017. I launched it. 17th November, I launched it.
Okay.
And it has Two Mirror, it has We Exalt Thee, it has Ijalawa, it has My God. My God is a song that really blesses me each time I listen to it. And that is the song we recently shot a video on,
Okay.
and it will be coming out soon.
Okay. Do you have a date yet?
No,
Okay.
we are waiting to review the video and then we'll set it.
Awesome. Tell me a little bit about your background. How was your growth as a child? What was your family like? Are they in support? Tell me the whole journey from being a child to being now a minister or worshiper doing God's. Were there any struggles? All that good stuff. Tell me all about it.
That journey. Oh my God.
There's definitely a story there, and that's what I want to take on.
It's a serious one. If anyone told me I would be standing on stage holding a microphone back then, I wouldn't believe it. Okay, so it's as as young as how do I remember? From which age do I even remember my infancy? Okay, so I was born in Seventh Day Adventist Church.
Okay.
SDA, Saturday Church. That was where my mom was fellowshipping together with all my siblings.
Okay.
And I was the last born of 9. Last one of 9. So all my siblings were there. I came to meet them. I had 8 other siblings.
Wow.
I say I had because I lost one.
You lost one.
So then I have 7.
Aww, I'm sorry about that.
That's fine. Okay, so in SDA, their main thing is a cappella.
Right.
Yeah, sometimes guitar and all that. So almost everybody, I came to meet everybody at home singing. From my mom to my dad to my uncle to my brothers to my sisters, everybody was singing. We actually had special time where we just sit around and sing. And my brother plays the guitar. So that inspired my learning how to play the guitar and keyboard. So, and my father also was so much into a cappella, gospel a cappella songs. Ron Kenoly, Don Moine, For Him, Women of Faith. So I grew up soaking all this stuff into my head. Yeah. And my brothers, one of my brother, David, was also into Westlife, Boys to Men,
so that
Backstreet Boys.
Right.
Life
was the thing back then.
Yeah. So I was soaking both, like everything. And then we had to move from where we stayed we were staying in my mom's house. So my dad had now finished his house. Okay. So we all had to move there. So after we moved, the SDA church was too far for everybody.
Okay.
So we were not going to church for some time. And then we decided, my dad wasn't SDA too, but sometimes he
would try
to church with that.
Okay.
He was in Victory Bible Church with Takia boy. Yeah. So some of us joined him, myself and a few of my brothers. We started going to Victory Bible Church at Spenters Road for some time. And then another brother will move to ICGC. The next one will move to Christ Embassy. And I also decided to move to Lighthouse Church.
Lighthouse.
Yeah. But I think I've skipped some of the rough moments.
Tell
My
me.
child, my childhood was very. I was that very stubborn boy,
Okay.
not a bad boy.
But stubborn. We've all
Masuya.
been there.
Yeah. Stubborn. I wouldn't listen to anything. What I want to do is what I want to do. Even till today. But change is a good
God
thing.
is changing you small, small.
Yeah. So I will go out, go and play football the whole day, not bath. My mom will be looking for me all over. For the when they find me, they are not even able to recognize me because I am bathed with sand from head to toe. And I will receive some lashes before I enter the shower. So that was one of the stubborn moments. And I used to be a fighter.
Okay.
I used to beat people. Not because I like beating people, but because I joined the Taekwondo training.
You wanted to master your skills. You're using
Oh, I tell you. So I used to look for trouble
oh
because
my
I know I can
God.
beat
You guys
you.
should.
So the last day I decided to stop looking for trouble.
Okay.
It was trouble that came to look for me. And I was so ready. And boys. This boy can beat this boy can beat. Meanwhile, both of you don't have any issues. You're
Okay.
cool and everything. But they want to spark some arguments for you to do something. And then this guy said, yes, he can beat me because he's also in Taekwondo training, blah, blah, blah. We didn't even fight. He wanted to push me, and I just held those hands he wanted to push me with and pulled him. And he ended up landing on his face.
Oh my gosh.
I had to run. I ran home. I didn't even see what happened. But he came home with bandage all over his face with his family. And that day, he received the beating of my life.
Life. Oh, I can imagine.
My dad whipped me. Stubborn moments. Since then, I didn't want to fight anybody. I stopped looking for trouble. So when we moved to my dad's house, then I started going to Lighthouse. I was a sports person, so I had to be in a football club called Shrevs FC. But
Okay.
my mom didn't like it because I always come home dirty
Dirty.
or with a sore or somewhere broken. So I decided to switch to basketball because my brother was also a basketball player, so I decided to follow because he would dress nice. You know how basketball players dress with their band and their white shorts
and all that. Mm-hmm.
My mom preferred that to coming home dirty and with the leg broken. So I decided to play basketball. So I used to go to Fridays.
Oh,
A basketball court.
that neighborhood.
Yeah. Fridays, I'll go and play and then I'll walk home. So anytime I'm walking home, I pass by Lighthouse Shop.
Okay.
So once Saturday, I was coming and then I had a rehearsal going on and people were singing. And I went there to watch. And it was a nice moment. And I decided that let me stay and see. So that's really captured my heart, and I decided to join Lighthouse from there. So I joined Lighthouse. I was with them for some time, rehearsal and everything. I was noticed to be singing very well, so I was given the position of music director for the youth choir.
Okay.
Because I was with the main choir, and every time a lead song comes, those days it was Dietrich Haddon, Marvin Sapp, Ty Tribbett, all over the waves. And that is where I started actively singing in church.
Okay.
So the rough moments, I'm always skipping the rough moments. It is true that sometimes God erases our past.
Right. It no longer becomes your story. It's more of a test.
Yeah.
When you look back, it's more of gratitude, right?
Yeah. So back then, my main struggle was with finances, and school. My main struggle. So it started when during my primary to JHS. It was okay. So it was now time for me. I finished my JHS. Even during my JHS, I would leaving home with money to school was a struggle. Daily meal, breakfast, lunch, forget it. If you eat once a day, that is it for you. I would join my friends, my area buddies.
Yeah, boys.
Yeah, those I play football with. We'll go hunting for grass cutters, go hunting for mudfish. You know, we lived close to
A lake?
Maritime View University.
Oh.
Yeah, the Maritime View University. So the sea was close to our house,
Okay.
and there was a lake also around that area. Yeah. So, I mean, those moments are I can't even think about it. We'll go and then we'll hunt for birds with the catapult, catch grass cutters, mudfish, roam through the bushes and everything. Then we'll come back home and we have food to eat. Yeah.
Nobody asked you where you got the food from.
Nobody asks you because the one who's going to ask you does not have to give to you. So
as long as you're feeding yourself.
Yeah, if he's fine, I mean, everything is okay. That was a struggle moment to just. So, but everything started changing when I started going to church. When I started going to Lighthouse.
Okay.
Yeah. So I realized I couldn't do this anymore with my friends. And I couldn't follow them every day because I had to go for choir rehearsals.
Mm-hmm.
Even weekdays, I had to go for evening services because maybe I have to go and lead worship or teach the choir the song to sing and everything. So the ministry came to change the
whole
area boy lifestyle.
Right.
Yeah. So I was with Lighthouse from 2007. 2007 was when I finished JHS. I wrote my BEC and I finished. And I didn't have a bad grade. It was okay.
It wasn't bad, eh? If I tell you to bring the results now.
Oh, I can. It wasn't.
Hey, wow. That's good.
The bad ones were French and I think Ghana. I'm a Ghana, but I mean.
It didn't go well. Wow, you're a Ghana. Imagine.
Yeah.
We're not talking about my grades in Ghana. No,
But I chose 4 schools and they gave me my last choice.
Okay.
The issue was with the fact that my dad wanted me to do science because I had proved to him from KG to primary to JHS there. When I started following my area boys, my grades dropped.
Okay.
Yeah, so in JHS I knew my strength, but my dad wanted me to do science, and I was like, nah, I can't do it. So he had to choose it. He chose Achimota Senior High School, science. He chose Laboni Senior High School, science. Nungwa Senior High School, science. And then we chose the last choice, which was Tema Technical University. And they gave me Tema Technical University with industrial something. And I told my dad, no.
It's not going to happen.
No. I actually wanted to be a journalist.
Okay.
After JHS, I wanted to be a journalist. I want to do journal arts because I want to be a journalist. He said, no. He's an engineer, so I mean, and he has seen the money there, so me to have to go there. It's like, no, that's not what I want to do. So when they gave me Tema Tech, obviously The school, no. The course, no. So he was ready to go and pay for me to go, even though I didn't like it.
Even though it was your last choice.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I said, no, I don't want it. He said, okay, then we have to wait for another year because time has been fast spent and we can't change it now. So the following year, 2008, he went to GES or is it GES or like to change my school. And then he went to change it successfully. We're waiting for the results. The school that came second was Kimbo Senior High School. And I was like, really? Tematek is better. I can't go to Kimbo. No. Because I had scanned through the schools and I know about grade A schools, grade B schools.
Right.
So I mean Kimbo wasn't one of my choices at all. Following year, he was like, GS will still fail us because they won't give me what I want.
So at this point, it's 2 years, and you're still not gone to high school.
I've still not gone to high school. 2009. So 2009 finances there was nothing there for me to go at all now. Even if I had school to go, there was nothing. And my dad wanted me to go to a private school. We went for forms from there was a school in Tacoma, Corpus Christi.
Corpus Christi, okay.
Yeah, Corpus Christi. And the fees that came, my dad said, hey, I beg you. We scanned through John Tay too, and he realized we can't afford international school. So we still have to go to GS. And even if we would go there right now, we have to go and pay some money for them to still change it. So, and there was nothing to do. Who would pay the fees, even if I had a school and everything? But I was still serving in church during those times. I decided to look for a job while serving in church. So I got a job. I got my first job from Tigo, which was a freelance job where they give you wholesale SIM cards and phones, and then you sell it to retailers and all that. So you be on your foot, go around. Sometimes they go with you with a car, a bus or something, and discount. Yeah. So I did that for some time, and then I moved to being a cafe attendant, where I was operating a number of machines. When someone comes to browse, I connect it, internet cafes. Yeah. Then I changed to a revenue collection center.
All in 2 years.
All in 2 years. Okay, so 2009. Okay. Let's say 2009, 2010. Okay, 2009 was Tigo and Cafe. Okay. So late 2010, September, thereabouts. Then I joined the revenue collection points, where people come to pay their bills, DSTV bills, electricity bills, water bill. Yes, so I was there for some time, and I realized education-wise, I wasn't going forward. I was just stagnant, going to church and working. But I really wanted to go to school because, Charlie, let me speak pidgin. My head no die.
So around this time, I know you probably were behind. Your friends were already gone to school, probably years in. Did you lose friends? Did you have any kind of issues with that?
I lost friends.
Okay.
But I didn't feel like I lost friends because at that moment I was so much into
the ministry.
The Holy Spirit was with me. I had learned how to do quiet time fresh, like a fresh convert, and I was so much into it. So all my focus, I was so satisfied. Even though I could recognize that I needed this, it didn't worry me that much. Yeah. But in 2011, I decided to take a bold step.
Okay.
And then I left. I heard about a scholarship that a church was offering. And then I decided to apply for it. So one of the conditions is to join the church and be, yeah, and be a member, full member of the church. And I,
Unfortunately,
it was a big decision to make as a youth choir director, praise and worship leader, a soloist,
you're
doing
basically
almost everything in the church, and you want to leave to another church. But faith comes by hearing, so you have to obey sometimes.
but your own intuition also should
Yes,
yeah, right.
and God will lead you to where He wants you to be. It's not about somebody being offended or anything.
Or what they think. Yeah.
No, I just had to pray about it and believe. So that is where I learned to listen to the Holy Spirit more,
Right.
and at the same time listen to opinions. But what is the Holy Spirit telling you to do? What's the direction for you, for your life as a person? So I moved and I went for that scholarship. Luckily for me, there was an old student of St. Thomas Aquinas in the youth chapel at Calvary Baptist Church,
Okay.
who was the evangelism secretary, and he was a friend. So he took me to the school, spoke to one of the principals. They were colleagues, like old students. Yeah, this is my boy and all that. And then he showed my grade and everything. So, oh, it's okay. Well, that was in 2011. 4 years, after 4 years of staying home.
Wow.
And then, that was one thing I really struggled with. Going to school with my juniors and seeing some of my juniors being my seniors. One of those moments, it was hard. It was difficult.
But the good thing is it was a day school, so you can
Yeah,
and show small and then go and deal with it, go home and
yeah.
wash it off. It's
No,
wow.
no. Actually, the big deal was because it was a day school. People would see you going to school.
On a daily.
If it was a boarding house, you
I
wouldn't have much
know.
problem because you would hide in the school for the rest
Wow.
of the day. Yeah. So every time I had a jacket on, so that nobody see my school uniform.
From wow.
Chalet. But I had a lot of struggle with maths, which I didn't have before because I stayed home for 4 years.
Yeah. That messes you up.
And our maths teacher will come and say, this one you did in JHS, so let's move on to this one. Can you imagine? And I don't remember anything. I did. So the SHS, everything began to fall in place because I had now zoomed into the music industry, following Joe Metal, Overflow, Christian, Kofi Kakari. Can mention them. I've sung for Uncle Ato, I've sung for DSP Kofi Sapon, I've sung for Sisi Chum, I've sung for Ohima Messi.
Oh wow.
Patrick Duncan came from South Africa to Ghana. And this hit song, Pindukulu Memoya. I bagged him when he came to Ghana to sing that song.
You're blessed.
Yeah. Alvin Slaughter, when he came to Ghana, I had the opportunity to back him. I mean, a whole lot. So I am actually blessed.
So
Yeah.
I see that you have a list of songs you've aired out. I know of Tumi Ra, which is actually my favorite, and then I know of the Ghana one. Say it. I don't know how to say it.
Matthew.
Thank you. Then My Offering, Holy Fire, and then I think You Have Been Good. And then there's also Bless God, which happens to be a new single out.
Yeah, bless the Lord.
I mentioned everything. Bless the Lord.
No. Okay, so Matthew and Bra Nori Bra.
Right, okay.
There are songs that I did with Overflow.
Okay.
So it's It was released by Overflow, not me.
Okay, okay.
But I am the writer of the songs.
But not, okay, released by you.
Yeah. So on my album, which is my offering, I have the songs, my offering, we exalt thee, Tumira, Ijalawa, and all that. And the new song is Bless the Lord from a new upcoming album.
Okay. So would you like to sing any of your songs for us? Just maybe a little bit of it.
Requests.
Hey, I'm single.
Requests.
Any of them. Maybe I should sing Tumira for us, which happens to be my favorite. Hey,
Ready for you.
It's like you knew.
I knew. To me, hora, that's a breath. Yeah, do I ye? Rebel. To me, hora, trade yampon. Yeah, they will not say. Rebel. Bona ye fa tao. Yebe yiwudi na ye wanya waye ya maye yebe bowudin akase to me re beti waye to me re bet you when you're young to me red, bet you I see that to me red, bet you wanna see down to me running walk, to me running walk. Yes, I need the Inara Yehudi to me Raniwo, to me Raniwo, Nyasani Indie, Inara Yehudi to me Re, Bejuaye, to me Re, Beju when you're to me Re. That you are see that to me that you wanna see that.
Wow. Wow. So if you guys wanted to check him out, he has a YouTube channel which I'll be showing on the screen very soon. You can also find some of his songs on SoundCloud. So tell me where else we can find your songs.
Okay, so my songs are actually on all platforms.
Basically, okay.
Okay, so I'm on Amazon, Amazon Music, Google Play Music, iTunes. Uptown is for Ghana, so Uptown Music. Basically all the platform, Tidal, everywhere. If you want to see other platforms that I'm not able to mention, you can just Google Japhet Adjetey on the Google search.
Okay.
To take you to all the platform that has my music.
Okay.
So basically, and I'm on Instagram, Japhet Adjetey. I'm on Facebook, Japhet Adjetey. I'm on Twitter as well.
All right, guys. So you can check him out on all these platforms. And do you have a message for anybody out there who might want to go into the ministry, maybe full-time, part-time, but has probably been carrying that same burden or guilt, don't know what to do with themselves, but need some kind of encouragement or motivation? So can you give us something that may push somebody to actually take that move?
All I would like to say is be sure you are led, be led by the Holy Spirit, and talk to someone who understands where you're coming from. Like, there are people that you believe, even the people, actually, it is the people you believe in the most that would discourage you. Trust me. So if you don't have that strong conviction, you'll be there and you will not do anything but what God has purposed for you. You may miss your way or be late.
Right.
So pray about it, be convicted, be convinced that this is the leading of the Holy Spirit. For me, it came to me, I was so much convinced that even in dreams, I would see myself launching my album, singing songs on stage, like I see it, like a video being played to me. And when I asked the Holy Spirit, how am I going to do this? The direction came for me to just write proposal letters. Even those I'm supposed to give the proposal letters to, the Holy Spirit had to direct me. So be led, basically. Be led.
Wow.
Be led. It's good to have mentors, people who speak to you in your life. So that one also helps as well. So speak to people. I had people like Kwesi Otenjo, mentor, Kofi Kakari to advise me what to do, what not to do. So, yeah, speak to people who are ahead in the ministry and serve.
Okay.
Serve as well, so that before you get there, you know what it entails.
So make sure you are led by the Holy Spirit, more importantly, and make sure you have that strong conviction and go for it. Thank you so much, Japhet. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for gracing my screen. And like I said, guys, go find his music on all the platforms he mentioned. I'll be linking that in the description box as well. And go and subscribe to his channel as well. So thank you so much for watching today's episode. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Tasha, first for this opportunity. God bless you so much.
Thank you. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Nobody